Hey, always seem to be catching me in my bedroom. It's when I feel most inspired to do videos or audios or whatever, so I'm still laying down. Maybe I should get up. Okay, so here I am, sitting up a little more. The light's not great because I really don't like to have light, and I wish it was lighter out so I could use natural light, but it's not. So here I go. Topic for today with Conversations with Death is what it was like to be at the receiving end of the diagnosis of death with all of your family, friends, tribe, people you hadn't seen for ages coming out of the woodwork. It was fucking hard, I'll tell you that. It was deeply troubling, and I felt like I was swimming in a river all by myself, and everybody was on the side, on the banks of the river, kind of yelling at me what to do, or trying to tell me what to do, or like saying, God, I'm so sorry, and not having any kind of connection into them, and just sort of floating down this raging river by myself and just going, fuck man, I'm on my own here. How am I gonna survive this? How am I gonna be with this? How am I gonna manage myself in this? How am I gonna deal with my darkness that was arising in my brain and all of that? And again, it was fucking hard. And it is fucking hard to be given a death sentence or a prognosis or diagnosis. And then to have all the people that you know who see you on a daily, have known you for years. I mean, I had people that knew me for years and years and years saying, fuck, if you're sick, I'm in trouble. And some people telling me how it is. Others writing to me about their parents' death or other people in their family and their death and their experience, and kind of projecting themselves and what they're feeling onto me and telling me I'm so sorry. And yeah, like the biggest one, I'm so sorry. And it's like, well, at first I just kind of ignored people because I needed to deal with my own self in it and figure out, like, who am I in this? What am I? How do I want to show up in this? And then I realized that I needed to be empowered in it. And I needed to state what I was feeling with what they were saying to me. And a lot of people I kind of came back onto and challenged them in it and kind of pushed back their projections onto them and said, you know what? How you're talking to me is about your own experience with death. If you really want to be a friend, or you really want to be someone who's in my life right now in this process, you need to be asking me how I feel and what you can do to support me in this process. And I don't want to be here processing you in your feelings and your grief and your experience of this, because this is a very massive experience for me, and I don't have the capacity for you and what you're feeling in this to trump what my experience is. So if you can't be there to support me through this bumbling, tripping, falling part, then I can't be with you. And some of my relationships broke up, friendships, and I've since come back with one of them, and that's been really wonderful and rewarding and rich and beautiful. And there were a lot of people who stepped forward and supported me through emotions and actually financial. And I'm grateful for all those people who did that and who have done that and who continue to be here with me. And it really showed me who was truly my friend, my true friends who could walk with me here and allow me to be so messy and so unprepared and so clumsy and so forgiving and so understanding and so compassionate and so loving. So that's a little piece on what it was like to be the receiving end of others and their perception of death with me.